We're ready.
Is
Good.
your thing ready?
I'm ready. My thing is on, Amanda.
Is it?
Yes.
Randy, this is a daytime show, okay?
Daytime show. You always call it my
Clean it
thing.
up.
All right, everybody, this is Rob. As you all know,
Hey,
everybody
Rob.
knows Rob. Rob's going to show us the kitchen that he's doing. It's a customized kitchen in our shop. Come here, Amanda. Oh, wow, yeah.
This is one of the last fully customs that we're going to do.
Yeah, we've only got one or two customs.
Yeah.
Oh, I already see stuff different on here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
It's pretty cool. She wanted the beadboard. Of course, you know, we built another house for her, and it had beadboard cabinets. And before, I had some scrap and just threw it in there.
Yeah.
And then she liked it so much, she wanted it again. So we had to buy a beadboard this time. It's pretty cool. Got 2 Randy racks.
Oh, side by side.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now look how, you see how he's built these? These are how they're framed and notched together.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's beadboard inlaid inside the front.
So we got 2 Randy racks. And then one of the cool features is this is a Peninsula that separates the living room from the kitchen.
Yep.
And we've got
Yep.
access on both sides.
Look over here, Amanda. We got doors on this
Yeah,
side.
watch your step there. Yeah, we've got access.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
And they're from this side too.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Rob. Look at that.
What up, man?
What's up? Isn't
So
that
you
cool?
can access it on both sides. Wow.
Yeah. Because that's her living room and her kitchen. And so you just don't want to blank, you know. And then that accesses that.
15-inch bar top.
15-inch overhang. Nice. Wow.
So yeah, it's a nice little set.
Yep.
There's a Hutch.
Let me show you, Amanda. Look here. You see this reveal in between these 2 doors?
Yes.
Okay, now the hinges got adjustments, but everything's just precise.
Yes, absolutely.
What you got, buddy?
There's a Hutch. This is kind of like a separate piece of furniture, which
Okay.
is why I did a little cutaway.
Oh, yeah.
So this is like a separate piece of furniture. This is a Hutch. I just cut this out because I don't know the true height yet. So
Yep.
I'm not sure how thick the countertop that's coming in is going to be. You know how much clearance I got. So
Yeah.
rather than try to make it and whack it off, I'll just wait till I get the countertop and then make
So
it.
that arch will match that arch.
Yeah.
I got you.
And this would be an open Hutch with open shelves, no doors.
Nice. Wow. 2 Randy racks. That's beautiful. Now, will this all be painted something or?
Yes, it all gets painted white.
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 And you got to paint that how many coats you think to make it look?
And that's another. It takes almost as long to paint something as it does to build.
Isn't that
it.
something?
I'll spend 3 days painting this thing.
3
Yeah,
days.
it'll take probably 3 or 4 coats to get it premium.
You see why we don't do these? I mean, you're going to have with the hutch and with that and with the upstairs, you're going to have a couple weeks in this whole house, aren't you?
Well, I started on this Thursday. Got all day Thursday, all day Friday. I worked a half a day Saturday on it, and I've worked all day today on it.
So we already got 3.5 days
I already
on
got
it.
3.5 days in, and I'm done. I got done with it. I'm done with this part. I'm gonna set it aside. I've got another couple. She's got a privacy knee wall,
Yes.
for the loft.
Yep,
but
that's what I
also
was
it's
saying.
gonna be a
Storage. Yep.
And it's got to match this.
Yep.
I can probably have it knocked out by tomorrow, and then I got to do the stairs, and then I'm gonna paint everything. at the
Yeah,
same
you got to
time.
build the stairs, build the kitchen, build the privacy wall, then build the hut, and then paint everything beautiful.
Yeah, so you're looking at 2 weeks on something like this.
2 weeks.
Now, if I didn't have to paint it, you're looking at a week and a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's going to be another 3 or 4 days. Inevitably, in the paint shop, I call it chemical warfare. I've nicknamed it that for 30 years because something always messes up. You got to redo something.
Yeah, it's either dust or humidity.
Humidity,
Yep.
moisture in the air, sometimes moisture in the line. It'll corrupt the paint, make it curl, and then
Yeah.
you got to sand it and do it again. But right now, we've got perfect weather.
Yeah.
If I can get in that spray booth by the end of this week, if it'll hold out like this, we've got perfect
Yeah,
weather.
it's not as hot and humid as
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Cool. Isn't that beautiful, Amanda?
It is.
Yep. Good. Well, good. I just wanted to show everybody what you were doing. What we're going to do, Rob will move into, and Josh, is we're going to move into our specialty items. More armoires, more, staircases will always be here, Murphy beds. And he's got an array of things that he's done in his whole career that we're trying to think how we can implement them more into tiny homes, really unique furniture.
We'll probably still do some some stairs with storage and things like that.
Exactly. Yep.
Which is, to me, it's all the same. It's still a cabinet. It's
Yep.
furniture. To me,
Yep.
this is furniture.
Yeah.
And so the set of stairs is also furniture.
Yeah. So, you know, I know you can't get the beadboard part like if we ordered from Matrix, but it's more uniform. We're building now up to hopefully 300 homes a year. There's no way you can do that. You can only build 50 kitchens in a year. You know, you can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, so, all right, buddy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Looks beautiful.
Yep.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You know, like these stairs, if you look, you see it's all bullnose. This was a square piece. Well, it was like this. That's what it was. So you had one side, so we routed both sides. But you have to have a router. You got to take the time, then you sand it. This right here is notched. But look at the clearance there. It fits perfect. And then not only that, then you got to fasten it. And underneath, I can show you all the fastening. And they got to pre-drill for your fasteners over there on a fastener machine. All that has to be done. Hey, Josh has been here, what, 2 years now?
Probably want to holler at John.
And Josh has been in a print. He's dancing, man.
Let's show what he's doing.
Let's see.
Watch it. He's
See
got
him?
his music on.
Bum, bum,
Look,
bum, bum,
he's
bum,
into
bum,
it.
bum.
He doesn't know we're watching it.
Hey, ooh, ah.
It kind of goes with it.
Bum, bum,
Look,
bum, bum.
he's having a good day.
Bum, bum, bum,
Look at him.
bum. Hey, hey. I got a saw. Watch your little fingers. Come on. Saw it.
Man, that's a hard
Watch.
wood.
I don't know what he's doing.
What is that?
He's making a knot.
Oh.
So he's moving it a little bit horizontally.
Okay.
Come here. Well, I don't want to
Now let's
disturb
wait
him.
till he stops.
And then he's making a notch for the ladder. Bom, 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 bom. Show us what you're doing. What are you listening to?
My weird people music.
Weird people music. Show us what you're doing.
They doing out for the stair.
All right, do us another one.
Y'all are making me nervous.
You're gonna get. Don't cut your fingers off.
Josh, you be careful.
I don't
Do you have a jig for this?
do it.
Nope.
Takes about 2 hours to make one.
2 hours. Make a ladder.
Yeah.
Don't get nervous.
I'm nervous.
Nobody likes to be on film. Oh, so he's notching it out.
Yeah. Do you find this is the easiest way, other than setting up a router or anything like that?
Oh yeah, this is a lot faster.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you do there.
I see.
That fits right in there
I
like
see
that.
what he's doing now.
Yep.
Okay.
We tapping in. Now, how do you fasten them in there, buddy?
Toenail a screw in there with wood glue.
Got it. So you,
Pulls it down.
we screw it from underneath,
Mhm.
and then we put the wood glue in there too. Awesome. Beautiful. This is Josh. How long you been working here? 2 years in the shop?
2 years.
He's on an apprentice, but now he's pretty much rolling now.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. Josh is such a nice guy.
He is the most handsome.
He's so good looking.
God.
Good Lord.
I told him, I said, man,
He's such a handsome guy.
yeah, I got a guy crush on him.
Totally understandable.
All right, this one over here, we're building a Craftsman. We haven't done a Craftsman in a long time. Let's get a little bit of an education
Wow.
on a Craftsman.
There's a lot going on.
All right.
That's a big. There they are.
Hey!
The fire is here.
All right, so I seen a Craftsman trailer from a competitor.
Wow.
So I seen a Craftsman trailer from a competitor,
Yeah.
and what they did is they put solid steel in here.
Solid
Right?
steel.
It was solid steel, every 16 inches on center. All right, we don't do that.
I don't like it.
You got to be able to put your plumbing in there, right?
Yeah.
We've learned. So we drop it, we put wood in there, we notch it out, we drill it, put our water, our plumbing, heating and air system, anything we want, and then we sheet over top of it. We spray foam first.
I think it's sturdier going from metal to wood too, because we get to glue it, we get to do whatever we need to do to bend it. All that glued.
Well, you know what too? It prevents bridging.
Yeah.
So if all that was steel, it's going to come all the way through, you know? And these two here, we try to insulate the best we can to keep that from happening. But if the whole thing was steel, you got a problem.
You think you'd have problems with the woods, like moving, separating over time and all that stuff? I would think, you know, in general.
Yep.
It would be way heavier too.
But right now, when we set all that weight on here and it sits on this moves a little bit with it. So instead of it blowing apart or breaking some, it wobbles.
Yeah. And all this, none of this can be engineered in the fact you think what moves, what don't, how fast we glue, you know, all that stuff. We've done this from experience over 7 years of building.
Yeah.
This is what we have found works the best. We've laid tile on these floors.
Yeah.
They've shipped across the country with no breaks, anything. So it's worked best for us, you know.
Right.
Yep. But so this is a Craftsman style.
It's taken us 5 years to get to this.
It took a lot of time to work this system out. Now these trailers cost more money because normally this is where the trailer stopped. We would put a floor joist on top of this and it cantilevered over, but then we're going up that much higher. This has got drop axles. Then we have to have fenders because, as you can see, the tires are up in the wood, up in the house.
Yeah.
They're way up in there.
That's in Craftsman. Our walls are 120 inches roughly.
Yep.
You really put more weight around the perimeter.
The perimeter of it.
So it being all the way through is.
So all this had to be lookout. So
Awesome.
this is coming out. Then we have to put these lookouts on here.
Yeah, now I'll extend it 2 feet.
Okay.
Strap it. I mean, we're in-
So now we got an issue here where this is a 30-foot house.
It'll end up being a 34-foot house.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to
right.
go 2 foot on the tongue for the bedroom, and we're going to add 2 foot to this house.
Okay.
All right, but we don't want to step up.
No.
We want it to be flush. So we're going to come straight out 2 foot and build a box on here. He's going to run his line set, his plumbing, everything we've got to put on there. You got to bring the light switches, all the brake lights,
and
everything's got to come out.
So look what I did here. I used the existing light hole for my
Oh
line.
yeah,
Now I had to drill one hole. It's already there.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
so he's going to use an existing brake light.
Yep.
He drilled a hole in here, right here, and we're going to put our line set here because the unit goes out on the back of the house.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is build that system, bolt it to the back of the house, but then when we sheet it, what's
Now,
that, buddy?
I'll put hangers from each
Okay.
rafter.
Yep.
Those long rafter hangers we have. And I'll bend them over this, and I'll have a block of wood here too, so it'll go around both of them. And either I'll tack it or I'll self-tap it.
Through bolt, yep.
Through every. So if it comes off, if it ever had a problem, it came off, it's an act of God. I mean, it's going to be over-engineered by the time I'm done with it.
And then also right here, this will come flush 2 foot. When we sheet the house, okay, we're going to put a piece of sheeting. It's 8 foot tall.
Okay.
It'll split right in half. So you got 2 foot, and another 2 foot will be on the main part of the house. So that full sheeting, it cannot move with a full 48 inches of sheeting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're going to do that on both sides, all the way up to the top.
Okay.
You know, so
That's how every carpenter knows how to build a deck. Well, maybe not Texas. You have to cantilever at least 4 feet for every 2 foot that you put on.
Okay.
and then anytime you wanted to enforce these trusses, the best thing is to laminate it. And so we've laminated with plywood, and it is so
Now,
strong.
what do you mean laminated?
So you're going to laminate them, you're going to go, you got to remember, we're going to over top of it. We're going to layer it over top. This is only going to take one layer. So when we glue our studs, and then when we...
so you have it put together like this,
Okay.
strap it like this, and put them on both sides. It holds everything together tighter.
I see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Structurally, that won't move if you got something inside.
Okay.
We got to get somebody on that rafter
Yes.
Yeah.
so we get that going.
That's right. Yeah. But, so this is a Craftsman style trailer. It's got fenders. It lowers the house. The house is so low to the ground. Look over here. This one is built above the wheels. So everything's below the house. Now you get a lot of clearance when you want to pull the house or go somewhere. This is really like sitting almost on the ground.
I mean, it's
That's
low.
why we've learned to put our plumbing in the floor. You don't want it hanging under the house.
Right, exactly.
That, when you have your plumbing in the floor, You know, we've done this over years. Like when we first started, we were putting everything everywhere, drilling holes, like we would build a house. Everything in the floors, I think it's safer. Less in the walls means if a customer wants to hang a picture, they're not going to put a nail.
Yeah.
Even though we put our plates on there and we do all that extra precaution, but if they put it in between the studs.
Yep.
You know, we use wood so they can really drill whatever they want.
Yeah.
But if you have a wire touching and they drill it, that's a major
Mess.
fault right there.
A mess.
So if
Yep.
we put it all in the trailer, I just love that idea.
I know, it's like pouring concrete in a regular house. You got to lay everything out before you pour your concrete, because
I
once
see.
we spray foam it, it is done.
Okay.
Yep. So let me
Now
show
this is a
yeah.
mimic of the ocean breeze.
Highland, right?
The Highland.
Ocean
The
breeze.
ocean breeze, yeah.
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 Change that on me. Tricky.
Well, and you built Ocean Breeze, right?
Tom and Joe started framing it.
Okay.
So they framed the walls and did a couple of the dormers. And
Yeah.
I finished it. It was actually the first house I did in this building.
Yeah, was it?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I trailed it over the door mats, and then we did the rafters. And the first day I
Finished
came
it up.
in
First
was that
one
house.
in
Yep.
here.
We started with the stone walls.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's right.
Yep.
Now,
Isn't
Oh
that
my
crazy?
gosh.
Yep.
And then somehow
That's
you,
cool.
after 700 homes, you just know them. I mean, everybody in here remembers certain homes that we've done. We were talking about a home today, and somebody was talking, Bart was talking about it, you know. Huh?
Just count.
We're just talking about your 700. I wish you could do that many. I know it.
If I had 2 more chucks.
You
There
do
you
it.
go. That's right.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
And it's hard to get a good team together.
It is.
It takes years to form that ability to be able to read each other
Yeah.
and what each other needs and to make it work.
Just like you did in that meeting, you were talking to everybody like you and Tom.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something
Yeah.
and I forgot something, like a foam strip for a roof, typically I'll turn around and go up the scaffold, get it, and he'll be sitting there and be like, here, here's your foam strip. So,
He's watching them.
you know, yeah. And at the same time, doing the things he needs to do.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Chucky's awesome too. So.
And then the
Yeah.
faster they work, that's the dilemma. The faster they work, the more money they make, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they can't afford to make a mistake
Right.
because they're liable for it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the whole working ability. So it's not just coming and getting a job. It's having the right personality, the right
Really
people and
is.
men and frame of
Yeah.
mind to be here.
Yeah, we don't need people coming in. I need a quick paycheck. We need
Right.
somebody that takes pride in.
Yep.
I mean, when I first came here, Tom and Teddy called me. They're like, you need to come here and check this out. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you got to come here and check out these tiny homes. I said, I'm 270 pounds. I am not building a damn tiny home. Not going to happen. And it only took about a week till I was like, oh, this is pretty.
Yeah.
And it just sold
It took him a while to get over here.
Yeah.
He had his own business going and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it happened, man. It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
And we just need teammates, like
Yes.
subcontractors.
We do. And we're trying to groom. You know, I looked today, we've got 10 new men.
It's awesome.
10.
10.
I think it's number 11 right there. Coming in,
Five of them worked
Chris.
out.
Yeah,
awesome.
if 5 of them were, and they're really ready to go. We actually got to regroup, have a meeting today,
Yeah.
and make sure that we're forming these guys teams and we make sure we got to give them all that they need
Right.
to perform. You know,
Absolutely.
so and it's tough
And
keeping
just
all
work
them.
together, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like me and talked about earlier with materials and stuff. I don't care to lend out anything I got because if I lend out to somebody, we're getting something done. We're not chasing people down. They're not getting paid money to wander the shop. You know,
Yeah.
because not only is it your money, but it bugs the hell out.
Right,
of you, you know what I
right.
mean? Like I treat it like drives me crazy.
Exactly,
So I'd
right.
rather give them my tool, and then when I need you guys take care of it.
Well, it's
It
like
just
when
works
we're
out that way.
and we're going to build the building,
Yeah.
and hopefully
And I'm
everybody
gonna
will
be here to help.
Yeah.
help. Everybody will pitch in, and we'll get that thing done. You know.
I
Yeah.
think Chucky will be able to with his gut, but he'll be here. He's been having gut issues.
Yeah. Like,
That's just part of the team, man. It's a family here.
It
Literally,
sure is.
it's more of a family than.
It is.
And if you can't do that, then you need to be subcontracted somewhere else,
somewhere else.
or figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. It's just
It's
different.
not about one person, it's about everybody, man.
That's right. It really is.
And I think just because I am with these guys on the video, I'm with you all. You guys know that's the truth.
It's absolute truth.
It's the truth here. There is no games here. It's the way it is.
It's serious.
And
Yeah.
you know what? If it wasn't for people like me and Chuck, Joseph
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah,
you'd
buddy.
have a bunch of people wandering around because you
That's
can't
right.
watch everybody. It's not
No,
your
I
job
can't.
to watch everybody.
That's
either,
right.
man.
No, I'm not
This isn't like high school.
Yeah.
This is a
I told him, if you're going to be a little boy, go home.
You want to
It's
pay,
a serious
you want to pay
job.
your bills, come in, put in the honest 8, 9, 10 hours a
Right.
day, 20 hours a day. And
Now that is something that Randy has always bragged on Mike and Chuck, is that they are so consistent.
Yep.
every day.
They don't have to rush
Never.
like some of them do.
He's not bragging when I'm giving him help because he interrupts my system, though, is he? Hey, I need you to go there. You son of a... All right.
Yeah.
He's just a little fella.
I'm just a little
thing.
He still needs Tom Cruise to help him out. So.
I know.
We're working on it.
Helping Tom Cruise.
We're working on it, baby.
We're working on it. Oh, Chuck's is shaking his head. What's
Yeah.
wrong?
He knows
He
it.
can't get through that 2x, man. His drill bits.
Oh,
His
no.
drill bits messing with
He's
him.
just a little fella, too.
Come on, Chuck!
That drill will
Chuck,
kick
he's
your
like,
ass.
no. Chuck's like, no. Chuck's like, no, it ain't happening.
Hey, let me show you up here too on these.
Thank you, baby.
So right here, Amanda. So they pre-drilled for their water lines
Yeah.
in here. So the reason we went in the center, of course, again, and you guys, I feel like wait a minute, over here. Because I've said it so many times, but we have to make sure there's spray foam under the water lines. So he's going to set them up here. Nails, nothing can get to them. All the water lines will be in. If they sag a little bit, we got to keep them up off the metal. He'll spray foam underneath all that. It keeps them from freezing, no matter where they go in the country.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the one thing that's good about this house. Every house is built for a hurricane.
They are built.
The way I look at
And we just went one.
every house is built. Just leaving the building is a hurricane for a house. So if it
80 mile an hour, maybe even more. If you got crosswinds and you're going 75 miles an hour,
Yep.
Hey, did you build Glenn's? Who built Glenn's?
Glenn.
Hydale. The one that just went through the hurricane.
Oh,
Who built French Quarter?
God, I can't
I
remember.
don't remember.
I can't remember who built
That's a
that.
good question.
It was a big craftsman.
We just talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
Craftsman?
Yeah, it was a big craftsman.
All right, let me stretch this film out a little bit. Ready?
How far we going?
I'm going all the way. Yeah, you're good. You do your video. I'll have Chuck help me with Randy.
We may need to get a couple more guys in here.
Yeah.
Hey, if we had,
Big O. Big O. Ready?
yeah, we'll get 3 or 4 guys and we'll pull it all the way through.
I never drill them too small because then it sits too low.
I know it. If we all could get in here and keep pulling this all the way through.
Feed it through.
Yeah, we'll have to have everybody.
Big O.
Help us out, Matt. Hold that. Oh. Matt couldn't hit the hole. Come on, Matt. Go. Hit the hole, man.
Getting our gains today.
I got it.
We're almost there now.
Come on, Matt. Okay. Is that
Car's leg day.
good? Good deal.
Thanks, sir.
Attaboy.
What would we do without you, Matt?
Can we get paint to color match
The OSB?
the metal?
Yes. Sure can. Yep.
Yeah, that was great.
So,
Teamwork.
I don't want to tell Mike this, but I'd have done it different.
What would you have done?
Then this is what I like. All right, so if we got tradesmen watching this thing,
Yes.
they're gonna like, oh my God, really? Well, what happens is they laid all their joists out, right?
Yeah.
And so they're drilling, as you can see, for all their plumbing. Now
Yeah.
you've got to do that for your plumbing because you've got a slope. So you're going from the top to the bottom, and you got to this can be the straight all the way through.
Okay.
So I would have laid my two bys, cut a notch in it, left it open. Then when I went through it, I would have put my top plate on top of it. So I'd have laid it in a notch and then put it down. Because these are not structural.
Right.
All that does is build up the space. Structural's underneath
So
the
they
house.
can be cut?
We got joists underneath there.
I see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway,
Well, now's not the time to bring it up, I
but
think.
don't tell Mike I said
But don't
it.
tell Mike.
But
Thanks
yeah,
for
it looks
hooking up, Amanda.
it looks pretty.
Appreciate it.
Listen,
You
you
do.
shouldn't have done it without me.
That's
I
right.
know.
That is correct, Amundo.
But that's what I like about here is that there's no real right or wrong. You know, there's a wrong sometimes, you know, but sometimes it's the personality.
style,
It's
yeah.
the style, the personality of the builder, what they come up with. You don't want to shoot them down. If it's doing good, it's doing good. They work it out, it's
Right.
fine, you know. But there are a lot of protocols. Majority of the protocols that we do here are ones we've learned, tested time over time. But because we do so many customs, we hardly ever do a line set all the way through the whole floor of the house.
Right.
Now there's no breaks. There's no breaks in that line set.
Now, how come you're doing a whole, how come it's like that?
Well, you got the
There'll be two of them?
compressor. The compressor is on one end. The
Oh.
air handler is on the
I
other.
see. Okay.
And that's why.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Do what?
And we were worried about the end. We'll be up in the wall now, so we can definitely have access.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
That worked out better than I thought.
Yeah. And see, that's what's it's unique about us, but it's also difficult doing customs. You know, we did so many the reverse dormer customs, the types of dormers, the locations of some, and then some people want different things in their homes. You never get a chance to duplicate something 100 times, and you
Right.
work out all the bugs. If we had done that 100 times, we would have changed, just like we have over the years. We've changed certain things to help us speed up
Okay.
and be a better job. So we've just taken every lesson we've learned and we put it into every custom home.
Try it.
Yeah. All right. You can see our axles. This house is built above the wheels.
Now, how come the wheels are off on this one?
Matt probably got bored.
Matt don't get bored, right?
He did, so he pulled them off. Yeah. I don't know why they did. Probably so they can access underneath there, and we take Flex Seal and insulation board and all that stuff to spray that. Yep.
All right.
Ah. Now this one came back from Oregon. This is for Georgiana. Is that
Yeah,
Georgina?
Georgina.
Georgina. And we put water on it, and there was a leak in the floor, right? Now this was built in Oregon. It came back. We've remodeled it, and we failed made a mistake. We failed to test the water lines before, well, they were already in the floor. And once we turned it on, so we've had to go underneath the house,
Okay.
pull it apart, fix some water lines. But then again, I'm going to tell you guys something. I love the idea that we can actually take anything wrong in these houses,
Yeah.
cut it, pull it, gouge it, fix it, put it back together in record time. A couple, 3 hours, and it's back. We're back on the track and going, you know.
Right.
And if we could, let me see if we got anything here. I'll see if we can show you what we did. They have figured it out where they didn't have to. And I'm sure this was a problem in here. So you got a T in a water line, and we used to use these RV hookups where you had a water hose on them, okay, underneath here, but they're not frost free. So you've got to have that heated hose to hook to that, and that heats that whole mechanism there, you know. So now what we do is we take just a piece of PEX and let it hang underneath the house. And then we put a ball valve on it to turn the water off and on.
Okay.
Then you can take a water line, you can take your hose and hook it to it. Or what I would do is take a piece of PEX, a shark bite, put it on there and run a water line to your house, put it under the ground. A lot of people can't do that. They just want to run a hose on the ground. And then if you do that and you're in a cold climate, you're going to need to have the heated hose. And they work. I just don't like having an unsightly hose. If you're going to live there for years, why use a water hose? Use a regular water line, dig a ditch, put it in there.
And that's what we do at our lawns.
Everything's underground. Yeah, we sure do. Yeah.
So be sure, if you don't know how to do any of this, get someone, if it's one on your property or a land that you bought,
Yeah.
be sure that you get someone who knows how to do those things.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but in my mind, if you think about it, you got water coming to your house. Where's that water coming from?
I don't think about it.
Like your house, there's water line at the back road, back there, right?
Yeah.
Is the water line up in the trees? Is it up on the telephone poles? Where's it at?
In the ground.
In the ground. All right. So now I want that water line not to freeze, and I want it to go from in the ground there, in your
You're
basement.
losing me.
So you just
All
dig it
I
in.
want to do is turn it on and it's on.
Just dig it in.
That's-
Yeah, but people buying these tiny homes have got to have, well, I shouldn't say it. I guess they could hire somebody, like you're saying.
You have to hire someone who knows what they're doing, because I don't know I wouldn't know how to do it. So.
But for you to have a concept of it is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Amanda, don't tell me you don't know from the ground to the ground, your house.
What do you want me to know?
Dig a ditch. You just dig a ditch from your water line at the road
Right.
to your
Okay.
house.
Okay.
Is that too complicated?
Well, I don't know what's in between. So it has to come out of the ground somewhere and attach to the house.
It just goes in the house.
Well, I thought it had to be something heated and all this stuff's different. I don't know. I ain't following it.
All right. I'm trying to think who I'm talking to watching us right now. Are they a bunch of Amandas? Are they?
It's a bunch of Amandas. I don't want to know. I just want to turn it on, and there it is.
Okay. Get somebody who can turn it on for you.
Yeah.
All right. We just finished. I don't know if no, he's not done yet. We're spray foaming inside.
Yeah, this is Gazelle.
Yeah.
Is that what Jesse's at today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff's on our ESP. Hopefully we'll get that out this week. He's doing good. We got 10 new guys that I'm throwing on these ESPs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. David, so this house here had to have yellow pine 1x6, right? And this is what we were talking about when we talked about the warranty. All right, you see how nice and tight this is? Right through here? Okay. I've had this right here is just a little bit of a flaw in that wood, right? But this is yellow pine. I mean, but look how pretty all that is. I mean, there's a little notch right here. Look at that nick. Can they see it?
Yeah.
All right. This is the reason why I'm telling everybody that I can't warranty this floor. Because if a person is going to be on me about that nick right there, or on me about this right here in this floor, I can't do it because this is not pre-finished factory finished flooring. It's got imperfections. Now, how does it look? It looks beautiful out through there. Nice and smooth. They'll sand it, urethane it. But I've had people come in here. Look at him.
He just popped it open.
Pop a top again.
Look at Dave over. I gotta show Dave in his pool.
The junk food. That's go-go food.
He's got a Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
And rock stars, don't those two go good together?
A Rockstar, David. You don't need that thing.
How many rock stars you drink a day? One?
Or one every other day, maybe.
Okay.
I like the flavor. I don't.
Alyssa does too.
I hate all the other ones except for the original.
Nice.
I just like them. People say they taste like the medicine.
What's wrong with them? Is there a lot of caffeine? Is that what's wrong with
Well,
them?
there is some caffeine in them. I don't know. You can read
Is it any more than a coffee or anything?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I mean, it's not like I drink 5 or 6 of them a day.
Yeah.
I've heard of guys ODing on Red Bulls.
Oh, they
I don't know
drink.
what
I know.
I don't know what they got in them, but
What do you mean ODing?
well, in other words, they've had heart attacks. And
Yeah, you'll heart.
Dennis
heart
drinks
rate.
3 Red Bulls a day.
What that mean?
I don't know what's in a Red Bull that ain't in this, but I've never heard of anybody having a problem with the rocks. But I mean, I just drink one in the afternoon when it's
Isn't
hot and I'm tired of walking on it.
isn't that the Virgin Mobile guy? Isn't that his?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, see, it's somebody like that
Yeah.
that owns that. What?
Well, it looks good on him, doesn't it? Looks good on him. That's right.
We're gonna show off your house. Take it easy, Dave.
So, you can see where he's got his notes. Okay.
Dave's very organized.
And
and
his notes.
neat with
Yep.
everything.
Yeah, well, it helps him in the long run.
It does.
When he gets to this point, it's already done. You don't have to be fighting with it.
Right.
Yep. We've had to cut. Now, what we've learned, the way we do this has to be flush with your floor. Now, he cut it before it went on there, 3/4 of an inch high. As you
Right.
see, it's flush. We put this toilet flange on it. You bolt it to the floor, you're done. A lot of guys won't cut that until the end. They got to take a multi-tool and cut it off.
Right.
It's a pain in the butt. It never looks good.
But Dave's done it so long, he's making it easier on himself.
He's learned to do it beforehand.
Right.
Exactly. Here's all your power for your panel box inside. And okay, I'm going to pull a wire here. I'm not even going to look here. And I'm going to say, yep,
Mini split.
you got it. And
Okay.
every one of those are wired, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Yep. There you go. Isn't that great? So, everybody, there you have it. We're at the end of the building. I know we got 2 more. We got some guys from Texas that are framing and going on. But can we call it quits?
Yeah, whatever you, yeah, if you don't have anything else.
Usually you're giving me the finger.
Well, it's only 38 minutes.
You're kidding.
No.
I feel like it's been a long time. I mean, I'd love to show you what these guys are
Believe
doing.
me, if it was 58, I'd be like,
Yeah. Give me a finger.
Give it up. Hey, we probably say, you want to announce like the names of them so people will know whose house is whose.
Go right ahead.
Well, the first one up there where we was at with Mike's was Jackson.
Yep.
It's Jackson's house.
Yep.
And then beside there is Dale, which we've seen that one before.
Yep, on the
Lila's.
opposite side, yep.
Yeah, on the right side. And then we have Georgina's, you said that.
Yep.
This is Cazelle.
Gazelle.
You said that. I don't remember who's this is.
I don't either. The
That's
ESP.
one of the 10 by
10 by
20
20s.
ESP homes.
Yep.
This one is Hemmings,
Hemmings.
right here.
Yep.
This is one of the Hobbits.
Yep. For our investor.
Yeah. And this is
10 by
Hunter.
36 Hunter.
Yeah, that is Hunter.
Yep.
Right there, and that's
Joseph's building that. Yep.
And that one's I don't know who that is.
I don't know who we gave him on this one. These guys are from Texas. This is Bill. And Bill is with the Seventh-day Adventist School for Boys.
Oh, I've not even
And
I didn't know about
it's
this.
a trade school.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He knows we're talking about him. And but he's awesome. He's from East Texas, not West Texas.
Is
And
this the guy that came up with Wayne?
yes.
Okay, then I
It
met
is.
him. Yes,
Yeah.
then I know who that is.
Yep. And so he's learning. Actually, he's gonna be mad at me because he texted me about an hour ago. I had questions and I didn't. That was so smart, man.
Well, good
Okay.
deal.
You got some more questions? I seen your text about an hour ago, and
I think I've got it figured out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to cut that before I talk to you. I know you got that measured out. Hey, do you got a cutter?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I do at home.
This one's cross.
We'll get you one. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, this is a shower.
It looks good.
This one
Now, that drain, I don't know if it'll...
I know that. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
And I was just showing the guys what happens is when you take, I'm trying to think of 3/4 board, like this right here. And we throw it on there.
It's a little high.
Yeah, so what we do,
Cut it off.
yeah, before we glue it up. Now, because you got it already on there, what we'll do is we'll have to just go ahead and do it. Put your flooring down. You'll have to take a multi-tool and cut that off flush.
Like
We were
that.
just
Yeah.
talking about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
But this is his first home, and this is the problem we're having. Is because we're all so busy. I'm running everywhere. We're checking back. You throw it on there before we could talk about
Well,
it.
the
you know?
thing is, even, I put it back on it. It's still too high. But
Yeah.
I don't know how you get it much lower.
Oh, believe me, you got to cut them. Everybody cuts them.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody cuts them.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
What do you put through here to keep that from cutting?
you put an escutcheon. We use a electric conduit, or you can use a piece of pipe bigger than that. But we've been using electric. It's got ribs on it. Threads and a nut on the bottom. And we put that through there. Also, remember we were talking about these holes go in the middle. They're a little high.
Oh,
So when you're putting your flooring down,
it's good. Yeah.
you're going to have to watch it now. And normally I don't go that big. I'll only go about 3/4 of an inch
Okay.
instead of that big. That's fine, but I'd usually go a little bit smaller than that.
Okay.
And see how high that you're,
Yeah, that's too high.
yeah, that's too high.
Okay.
Now when you're taking a picture of this, I would, or when you sheet it, I'd spray paint the floor. That way you remember,
Good idea.
not put a nail
Good
there.
idea.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we're hoping we can foam them all.
Yeah, do some wiring here when you get done with this.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we'll come out and get you going on your wiring.
Yeah.
What we do is we lay it out to where you get this many home runs, how many circuits, and we'll lay out where your house is, where all the plugs and switches and everything's going to be, and then you can, and where your main panel box is. So we pull a home run. You got one home run to the bathroom. Off of that, we can pull everything we need for the bathroom.
Okay.
You'll pull a home run for your loft, and that'll be running up to your loft, and you pull your lights and switches for your loft.
So it's a different breaker for the loft and different breaker
Exactly.
for...
You're going to have almost 12 circuit breakers in that
Really,
house.
that many?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a house come back here from a competitor that somebody bought. They had 2 circuit breakers in the whole house.
Oh,
We put 10 to 12.
okay.
Yeah, like in the kitchen, you've got a minimum of 2. You got one, and then you've got another one for your washer and dryer, you got another one for your refrigerator, another one for your microwave. I mean, that's 4 or 5 in just the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, nobody told me where to put the supply line, so I put it there. Is that okay?
Yes, yeah. We always try to put it right near the toilet. Everything's right here. You don't want to run a 3-inch line all the way down to the back.
Right.
Normally, we try to put everything in the back right corner. That's where RVs usually are.
Oh.
But because these homes are stationary, they're not going to be an RV park in and out every night.
Yeah.
These are just as long as they know where they're at. That's it. So you can put our main electric can go here.
Yeah, the electric panel. Let's see, where is it? I forget now. So your supply line for the panel will just go straight down.
Well, yeah, what we do is an SO cord, and I'll show you. It's a big, round, flexible cord. It's made out of spiral stranded wire instead of a solid copper.
Okay.
And it's real flexible, and we'll run that from your panel box outside of here. Yep. But when we get doing electrical, we'll lay all that out for you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Looks good, man.
Okay.
You want to say anything?
I thought you lost this dog.
Lost him.
What? You said
Oh,
you-
we had another dog that was Joe, and he was he was 11 years, and he just
Well, you
passed
told me
away.
you lost a dog, and I just assumed it was that.
Oh yeah, he's just a pup. No, we can't lose
Oh,
him yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody you want to say at home? That anybody watches the show you want to say hi to or anything? Or
Yeah. Say hi to my wife and to the Jefferson Christian Academy.
awesome.
Yeah.
So who you with? What's the deal with you? What's going to happen?
What happened? I retired about 2 years ago, and I didn't want to just sit in the house.
Yeah.
And so I volunteered. I'm a volunteer at the school. I come down there to teach them how to build tiny homes, but they didn't sell them very well, and they were too big. And so then I built a storage facility for them to rent out.
Okay.
And I've also put an addition on a house just since I've been here. So, but my goal is, I'm 75 years old.
Isn't that something?
And that's okay.
Yeah,
But,
that's right.
And I'm going to go as long as I can. But I got to train
You're
some
doing great.
people to take my place too. I have
Yeah.
to be smart.
Yeah.
So I have a guy at home that's really good.
Okay.
He doesn't like to make decisions, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's the one that got COVID, unfortunately.
Oh, he couldn't come. Yeah, I got you.
And then I've got another young man, he's 22, that he's gang-ho, he wants to learn, you know, so I'm going to get those two guys going real good. He'll probably do more of an academic part of it.
The academic part.
Yeah.
So what's going to be the setup down there? Is it a trade school?
It's a academy, it's a boarding academy.
Boarding academy.
Yeah.
Seventh-day Adventist, right?
Yes, and it's just high school, all through high school.
Just boys.
No, we got boys and girls both.
Okay, all right.
And we're accredited, but we want to, most of our kids go to college,
Yep.
but we want to train them. I mean, they got to have.
Yeah, some hands-on.
Yeah.
Balances them out.
They can always fall back on that if they can't do nothing else.
You got it.
know. So that's the goal.
Nice. So you told me you're wanting to build enough tiny homes that'll actually be an income producing for the school, right?
I want that too because, some of these kids can't hardly afford the school or boarding academy. And so if they can get an industry that would help them pay their tuition,
Yeah.
that's another thing we want to do.
There you go.
My concern is I've got these two guys I want to and I'm going to work with them. By the time to get a couple students, there's just
You're
not enough
gone.
elbow.
Oh, you got enough room.
Yeah, that's what I think. And so when I was just telling Pila what I think we're going to do, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking, us three guys will build, and then he can come later in the day. We'll start real early. I love to start early anyway.
Yeah.
And then the kids can come in the afternoon and we're kind of out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, then you guys will head out and then
Either
he
that
takes
or-
them from there.
Yeah, or if we had another, we could do two of them.
You need to let me come and build you a building like
I
this.
want to build a building.
Yeah.
Well, you said something about it.
60 by 40, I think, or something.
60 by
but-
40.
Yeah. We can make trusses. I love these because they're self-supporting.
Yeah.
It's quick. Put them up. You can do it all yourself. You don't have to sub anything out. And you don't have to go this tall, of course, but it's just, there's no poles and the snow load. It's just massive strong,
We
you
don't
know.
have any snow.
That's right. You don't have snow in Texas, do you?
No.
Good. Well, you got some wind.
You know, we don't even have much wind.
You don't have
Where I'm at,
hurricanes?
I come from Iowa and we have all kinds of wind. But
Yeah.
down there, it's not very windy.
So the hurricane didn't hit you guys? Nothing.
Didn't get us at all. We're too far north. We're just about the north border of Louisiana. But we're
You
only
near
about-
Texarkana?
We're south of that.
Yeah.
But we're only about 30 miles from Louisiana.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Pine-
good.
It's pines. Everything's pines down there.
Really? Pine
Yeah,
trees?
Yeah, they harvest them, for
Yeah. Oh, for lumber.
OSB. We have an OSB
I'll bet.
company right there.
Ship it all.
Oh,
Yep.
that's something I was going to ask you. I noticed this guy here,
Mhm.
when he put his pin on, he just used a piece of plywood, instead of a solid OSB or something.
Yeah, we never sheet the roofs. It's actually, we use a 1x, 3/4 thick. And they'll strip it out. They got 3 places, bottom, middle, and top.
Yeah, right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then we spray foam directly to the metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get too tall, right?
No, it's just we don't need it.
You don't
There's no reason for it. And I build and we show everybody what we do here. A lot of times I sheet the walls and everything just because the world wants us to. There's no really need for it. If we put diagonal braces on here, we could put our siding directly onto the studs and spray foam against it, and it would be just as strong, solid, and
Yeah.
everything, especially with the spray foam in it. But that ceiling up there, it's really a cost saver for us and time saver because you don't need plywood up there.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
It's a whole lot easier.
and you don't need a weather barrier like a moisture barrier on
Yeah.
it, and you spray it directly to the metal. Yeah. So that's the things that you've learned. Like you come here, like you said, you're a builder, you know a lot of stuff, but there's just a lot of little
Oh,
things
absolutely.
that you got to know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've learned all this over the years, you know.
I'm glad I come down.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
All right. Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.
75.
That's amazing.
God, that's cool. What am I
So
going to
many
be?
people that retire and you know, you think you're so tired, and it's like, you know what, I'm ready to retire, I'm ready to stop, I need a break. Well, then you get a break for about a couple of weeks, and you're like, oh my God, I'm bored. I want something to do.
I very seldom, maybe it's just because of the industry and part of where we're at here, but I don't think I've met anybody that has got to the retirement age that just does nothing.
Yeah.
Amanda, we're not made to stop.
No, I don't think so either.
You know, your brain has got to keep going, and I don't think you're made to stop and then just golf. Because you got so much more to give to the society and everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But 75, isn't that cool?
Well, the one thing that I like that he said, one of the things that I like, is that he wants to pass down his knowledge, what he knows.
Yeah.
So for him to be 75 and to want to do that for the school and stuff, I think we need more people like that.
Yeah, we sure do.
Because this is, especially just in this trade, this is a dying trade. People need houses, and there are not enough people to do it anymore that are skilled.
Yeah, they're
that
not.
know how.
I was encouraged when we got a couple, 10 of them guys we hired.
Yeah.
I think 7 of them are under 40.
Yeah.
Which is really encouraging. We've got one boy out here, he's 22 years old.
Yeah.
And he is running circles around guys.
Yeah.
And he's quiet. He's very polite. He does what he does, and when he's done, he has not got a mouth
ready
on
for
him.
something else.
He's what else can I do for you? That's all he says.
That's awesome.
I told Tom, I said, there's your prodigy right there.
Yeah.
So.
One of the things I just want to point out before we go is that, look at Ace having a fit.
Chasing
a fly.
Chasing the shadow. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I see how small, look how small those wheels are, those tires on the Hobbit there.
Yeah.
And the tires on Jackson's house that Mike had, my God, it was enormous.
It's twice as heavy as this.
Holy cow.
And this has got an ESP panel, so it's 33 pounds a foot.
Wow.
That's going to be over 60 pounds a square
Holy
foot.
cow.
Yeah, and they're 8-axle, 8-lug, and you know what? I don't think about it a lot until we do these videos, and I start walking and I start seeing all the technicalities that we've learned over the years that goes into these homes. You know, now I would say that 80% or maybe even more than that, we have not changed from the very first home we built. Mm-hmm. Our rafters and our framing and a lot of stuff. We've moved our electrical to the floor. We've done some insulating and stuff like that. We've done our plumbing a little different. But other than that, our framing and our ideas of what we started with, Amanda, and we have never critiqued, never even called a tiny home company and asked them what to do. Never have I ever asked a guy,
and we've had
how do you
people
do
to
this?
call,
Constantly.
and it's like, hey, could Randy give some advice? I'm like, no.
I mean, guys
stop.
that are in the business.
Yes, come on, no.
Just have fun and figure it out.
And you know what? In my opinion, they are trade secrets.
Trade secrets.
Don't tread on our secrets.
Well, okay, we just showed everybody our trade secrets.
We didn't show it all.
We didn't show it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like our foam panel room, this is all going to be moved, everybody. All this is coming down.
Yeah.
We're moving it to another location back here.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Always changing. Yep.
I have a question about the roof. What are they putting on the roof?
We're putting a rubber roof on that.
So it is going to be a rubber roof.
They're waiting on me. Yeah.
And did they burn that, or is that spray paint?
Burn it.
Okay, I thought. I just seen the trim on there.
Oh, I think they burn. You know what, man?
That's
Hey,
new.
Dave, did you all burn that or spray paint it up there? That dark color on your fascia. What's it?
That's what I'm talking about. Don't tell it.
I ain't saying.
Don't tell it.
I ain't saying.
Now, that's what you do.
That's right.
Everybody looking for a job. Loose lip, sink ship.
That's
there
it.
you go.
Loose slip.
Yes, I love it.
No. His new nickname?
Yeah, he's a gynecologist.
Gynecologist. That's cool. Boy, it looks great.
It looks beautiful.
Man. I'm sorry, Mike. I've been trying to get you on that roof, man. I thought we'd get me, you, and Tim Brew in the morning.
Okay.
Dave, and we'll get up there and put that roof on that
Okay,
thing.
if we could lay that one out too tomorrow, that'd be good.
Yeah, well, yes. You know what? I wonder if we should pull that thing inside so it's dry in the morning.
Don't know that it'll go.
Okay. Oh, with the porch on the side? Let's go over here, man. Well, see the
If I cut the brackets off there, we could probably get it through the
See, we got the heat and air actually on the outside too.
Oh, I see.
Good God, that's gonna be a wide
I was
load.
going to say, how wide's the house?
Oh, John's gonna love that.
13,999,999.
Oh man, I love it.
It's a little less than 14.
See, he's got a soffit and overhang at the top up there, and it's got this. It's only going to go about 45 miles from
Yeah,
here.
right, and it's going to stay.
Yeah.
Now, was there any decision made on the windows? Was that final?
I redid the windows.
He probably wants some pictures of that because he asked me, he says, well, why can't we make them square or
Somebody
whatever?
stick that on you. Everybody's awful.
I started it though.
I did. You deserved it.
I did.
Oh, look, a little bird box up there, Amanda.
That is so cute.
Is that where your plumbing is? Your vent?
That's cute.
Golly.
I'll show you what I did to the windows. You
Okay.
should be all right with it. Well, maybe you can look at the video.
So we had 2 round portholes, and the owner wanted them, and after he got them, he didn't like them. So he wanted to know what we could do with them to make them change a little bit.
So I actually cleaned the circles up.
Oh, look here. Ah,
And then just sort of,
Well, you should. I don't. want to
okay.
go
You
in
need to stay right there. Yeah, buddy.
see, we just cleaned it all up. It was more erratic before.
Yeah, you could actually put a rope inside that too, couldn't you?
Yeah, the only issue is the glass is here, so we'd have to staple it
Right.
into the stucco.
I got you.
But yeah.
And you did on same on the outside?
Yep, and same with this window.
I think that looks
I thought
great.
He wanted them changed from circle. He didn't.
Well, he did, but it was just going to cost. He didn't want to pay the. He said it was too much money.
This whole wall would have to come out.
It had to.
That's why I told him. I said it was just too much money to tear all that out, and that's a load-bearing log. It'd been right in the glass. All had to be
Next
moved.
one, I'll talk them into 2 more of those, but on the next one, on the outside,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a nose and a mouth on it, so it looks like a face.
A nose and a mouth. Look at this detail on here. I'll be right out.
It really does, don't it?
See that? Look at that.
Yeah.
Everybody, come on. Just, you've got to give a thumbs up to this right here, just for Mike building this. The stucco, look at the cabinets, man. We're just so proud. You know what? It's just nice to be able to do something different like this. And it takes time, man.
God, that overhang is just fantastic. I love
Look
it.
at him,
What's he doing?
chasing the reflection off this phone.
Swear to my goodness.
What are you doing, Ace? Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, wow. Look out here. The ladder looks like a nose, Amanda.
John's gonna have a fit,
Eyebrows, everything.
ain't he?
Yeah, the next one, I'll talk them into 2 more.
Oh, yeah, John will have a fit
John's gonna
hauling
have a
this
fit on
thing.
this. Over
Wow.
width.
That looks great.
That
Here you
looks
go.
Beautiful. Look. Ace, what are you doing?
Come on, buddy.
He's a mess.
Yeah, he's a mess.
Well, we're going to clean up about the end of the day. We got this video out just a little bit quick. It's 3:49 here in Tennessee.
We're at 57.
Spot on.
It seems like it has.
Well,
to
here I was
longer.
wanting
know
to
what
quit
you're
at
saying.
38 minutes, and everybody's like, your
I mean,
videos
you-
are too long. They're too
Man,
short.
You're being a quitter.
Don't stop.
Just saying.
Okay. But,
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
Do we know what the weather's going to be like this week? Have we got a challenging weather, or is it going to be like this all week?
I never look at the weather. This deal, we just work every day. Yeah. Supposed to rain every day?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. Every day.
So you'll be able to put this on if it rains, or
That's our weather forecast.
Newport.
Newport.
Okay, so tomorrow maybe we can show them put the roof on.
Love to do that. We're going
Okay.
to put the rubber roof on
I'd
that.
like to see it.
And how that goes together. So contact cement and we probably, if we can, like you said, I don't know if we can pull it in that door. That door's 16 foot wide, so we should
Okay.
get it in.
Okay.
It's the only thing is we got buildings on
Yeah.
each side of it. But yeah, we can get that.
Okay.
What am I missing, Amanda? Nothing? Okay.
Subscribe.
Yeah, if you would.
Yeah, please.
Subscribe, thumbs
Please
up,
do.
thumbs down. I don't care. Give me a thumb.
Give me a thumb. Just give me a thumb.
Give me a thumb.
We want a thumbs up.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know. Tell somebody about this. We get 100,000 subscribers. We are giving a house
And we're
away.
getting closer.
Who's doing that? All right. Who in
We're
the country
getting
is doing
closer.
that stuff?
I think we're almost at 79,000.
Wow.
We're getting close.
I seen this thing and the girls got me on TikTok. I don't get to watch it much, but I'll flack on there 2-3 minutes a day. Amanda, there's somebody on there that's got 24 million subscribers.
Do they?
And all they do is have fun. Just playing jokes on each other and talking and hanging out. 24 million. We gotta go on TikTok, don't we? You know what? I don't think anybody buys homes from TikTok, but it'd be fun to have them. Yeah. We have been on here for what, 3-4 years?
This is the 3rd year we've been here.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Well, to be honest, when Alyssa would do it before, when we did Facebook back in the day, that we started with Facebook, she always tried to post to YouTube as well.
Okay.
So it was the same show, but then we started.
That's right.
Yes.
Because we did it on Facebook first.
Yeah.
So we've been on YouTube probably 4 years, 3-4 years now.
3.
Yeah. And it's taken 3 years to get close to 80,000.
Almost 80,000
in subscribers. You know, so I don't know. I thought, you know, I'm just naive about the whole social media thing, you know, and what we do. But I think we do a great thing. I'm enjoying what we're doing, and hopefully you guys are too. And
until you got to think about, we're doing a full hour show.
Yeah.
For anybody to watch for a full hour, it is amazing that you all do that. We can't even thank you enough that you're interested in watching and everything that we do, because, you know, TikTok is like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
20 seconds. It's easy to get a like or to
and
watch.
subscribe.
And stuff. It is hard to get the likes and the subscribers that we have, and we cannot tell you how appreciative we are. And that's why Randy wants to give a house away, is because it does take a lot to watch these shows. We don't take it willy-nilly about these shows.
No, and there's no money in YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
For subscribers.
Right.
I don't even know if we make $600-700 a month now, and we monetize everything we can.
Yeah.
But it's really just it helps.
We want
these
for
shows.
the exposure.
This show is to help us market our homes and shows the world who we are. So we're showing you who we are on these shows. So if I were you, I'd go probably fast forward, back and forth. I mean, you know, just depends. But, you know, you got podcasts, man, that are out there 3 hours long.
Watch it all the way through.
Yeah, watch it all the way through.
Listen to my voice.
Randy's not saying it right. Watch the whole
it from
thing.
Start to finish, please.
Yes, please.
And then talk about it afterwards. So.
I probably wouldn't watch the whole thing. I'd just
Randy, stop!
Yeah.
Okay, it's a wrap.
Have a good day. Bye. See ya. Ace, let's leave. See ya.
Bye.
Come on, buddy.